It's just past 1 o'clock. It's 90.3 KEXP here in Seattle. I'm Stevie Zoom in for Cheryl today for the midday show. So I'm going to be hanging around for another hour. And then Kevin Cole coming in for the afternoon show on this Friday. And right now we are very fortunate to have back with us in our studios Chuck Prophet. Howdy, Chuck.
Hi, how you doing?
I am fine. And been spending a lot of time in the Northwest this week.
Yeah, we've been crisscrossing the whole thing and visiting Whole Foods. And in fact, just this morning we were driving down the road and Stephanie, my wife here, was pointing at a house. And I said, you know, it's not like this all the time. You know that, right? It's been beautiful. Yeah, it's been a fun
it's been
time.
A great week. And tonight, going to be playing over at the Treehouse Cafe for those of you that are lining up at the ferry over on Bainbridge Island. And then tomorrow night, playing down in Georgetown at Slim's Last Chance with Red Jacket Mine. I think those guys were with you last night in Portland.
Yeah, great guys.
Yeah, they played with you previous shows here in Seattle.
Yeah, we like them. We like Lincoln Barr and his whole posse.
All right. Well, there's a new album coming out later on in September. September 23rd, Night Surfer is the new one coming out. And if you're ready for a couple songs, that'd be great.
Cool. We're going to do Wish Me Luck. Is an experiment that doesn't prove a thing. I wake up every morning wondering what the day will bring. Then I throw the windows open, I fill up both my lungs, and I shout, look out all you losers, here I come. So wish me luck. Even if you don't mean it, wish me luck. If it's not too much to ask, wish me luck. Even though I don't even need it, it just feels so good to hear it anyway. Harvested your cannabis down in the Yucatan. In fact, I slept beside a Catholic priest one time in Henry Rollins' van. Well, I marched in your parades and I fought your late-night wars. But in my father's house, there are no doors. Wish me luck. Even if you don't mean it, wish me luck. If it's not too much to ask, wish me luck. It's not like I even need it, it just feels so good to hear it anyway. So watch me dance upon a wire, watch me dangle from a string, shining like a diamond in the sun, shining like a diamond, shining like a diamond, shining like a diamond in the sun. Oh, wish me luck. Even if you don't mean it, wish me luck. If it's not too much to ask, wish me luck. It's not like I really need it, it just feels so good to hear it anyway. Oh yeah. Wish me luck.
Live music here from Chuck Prophet on 90.3 KEXP. Wish Me Luck. Good song to start off with, especially on a Friday going into the weekend.
Yeah.
That's on the new album, Night Surfer. It's coming out on Yup Rock Records on September 23rd. A little tune-up right now. And
sure.
If you're ready to keep going, another song?
Absolutely. We're going to play For the Econoline now. Said climb on in. I did what she said. She turned the music up real loud. It was the Talking Heads. Didn't matter where we was going. Made no difference to me at the time. Takes me back when I hear that song. Makes me feel warm inside. For the Econoline. Ever since the beginning of the world, the beginning of time, somebody said that the road was his. Somebody said, no, it's mine. Some folks are born neath the sign on the road, close enough to turn and leave it all behind. Fall together like the Rock of Gibraltar, guitars and drums inside. For the Econoline. That's right. For the Econoline. Let's go. Crisscross the country in a two-tone job. It was a 1985. Mile after mile we was burning oil. We couldn't keep it alive. Laid out flatter than a Chinese rug. When she went her way, I went mine. Oh, all these memories like dirty plates, stacked up in the sink of time. For the Econoline. For the Econoline. The Econoline. Let's go.
All right, Chuck Prophet live here at KEXP. For the Econoline is the song on the upcoming album Night Surfer. I hope there was somebody out on the road driving one of those and listening to that song.
Chances are.
Chances are. Yeah, there's a few of them out there. It's always good to see.
They're not making them anymore, though.
I know, but that's good to see. Good to see those on the road. Again, the new album Night Surfer coming out September 23rd on the Yup Rock label. And before we move on, you want to introduce the band to our listeners who's with you here today.
Sure. On the guitar from Norco, California, that's Mr. James DePreto, strapping on a 12-string for our friends in Radioland. And on the bass guitar, Kevin T. White. On the drums, Vicente Rodriguez, and of course, the leader of our group, playing keyboards and anything else we could cram into this closet. That's Stephanie Finch, everybody.
Thank you, one and all, for being here. Night Surfer is the new album coming out. And again, they're playing tonight at the Treehouse Cafe in Bainbridge Island. I saw on your website some of the recent dates that you had. You did a few in Europe, including the country of Montenegro. And I don't know if there's anybody else who's gone from Montenegro to Bainbridge Island inside of 2 weeks.
Well, you have to include us in that because we didn't make the flight either. We missed the connecting flight. So Montenegro, we'll have to wait.
Oh, it didn't happen.
Yeah,
oh,
we missed the
okay.
connecting
I saw
flight.
it listed, and I went, whoa.
Yeah, no, we gave it our best.
All right, you got close.
Yeah.
Sort of.
Yeah.
Before we talk about the new album, I wanted to ask you, the last album, Temple Beautiful, your tribute to San Francisco, a place that I grew up near, and I was touched by a lot of the songs on there. I was wondering if there were anything in your connection with San Francisco or part of the folklore of San Francisco that didn't come about through a song.
Well, the problem with the record was that we really, where I wrote it with my friend Kurt, and we spent about a year in this office space that I call my office, but it's really just kind of an overpriced shoebox in the South of Market area. And one of the things that made it kind of interesting was that we didn't have any Wi-Fi, and therefore we didn't have any like Google or Wikipedia. So, we tended to lean on the more mythical version of events, and, we made up a lot of stuff. So there's a lot of things that didn't make it, and there's 2,700 different San Franciscos, and they all overlap. But, it's interesting that we made that record, and 2 years later you can't, turn on your television or pick up any media and not read a San Francisco think piece.
Yeah.
What's happening? Why are these kids laying down in front of the Google buses?
Yeah.
Why aren't there more of them doing it?
Right. I saw that there were some shows with a full string section. How did that come about?
Well, we wanted to do something special with the record, and we thought maybe we'd release it with some extra tracks, but some of that stuff had already snuck out on B-sides. Can we get a picture of that? Some of that stuff had already snuck out on B-sides and things, so I'm just kind of a grandiose guy. I thought, what if we play the whole record with a string section and rearrange it? And we did, and we really enjoyed it. We ended up doing it in some other cities too, Chicago and New York. And so, yeah.
All right, now on to the new one. Night Surfer's coming out next month. I see that you're working with Familiarity with Brad Jones.
Absolutely,
on that one. So was it, after doing the last record, was it easy to shift back into just writing songs that come about?
I don't know if it's ever easy. I'm happy when the songs are done, and then I'm a little bit depressed because I always wonder, like, well, I guess that's it, I never know where the next one's coming from, but at a certain point, there were enough to get excited about, and we recorded them and went pretty easy, and yeah.
Did you record in San Francisco?
Yeah, we recorded much of it in San Francisco, and then spent some time sort of wrestling with it in Nashville, and then I mixed it somewhere in upstate New York near the border of Vermont with Paul Coldry.
Oh, okay.
Great place if you want to go visit, especially if you like a studio where you can pee outside. I'm telling you, this place rules. So
a tip for your musicians there. There you go. A veteran musician giving the younger musicians a tip on where to go.
That's right.
What facilities are available at different studios? All right, so this new record is coming out next month. Here, obviously, I mentioned earlier, but doing a number of shows here in the Northwest. You were in Bellingham, Portland, Bainbridge tonight, and then after the new release comes out, I guess you're got some more shows lined up in other cities.
Well, we're going straight overseas, I think, in October, and we're gonna go to the United Kingdom and the continent and down as far as Spain, I think, and then maybe back through the Midwest and try to get home in time for Thanksgiving. That's the plan.
All right. I wanted to ask you, a few years ago, you did some co-writing with another favorite of mine over the years, Alejandro Escovedo. You did some co-writing with him for one of his albums. Is that something that, have you done any more with that with him or with anybody else?
Well, there was an album called Real Animal that we wrote entirely, from scratch together in a room, and then for a couple records after that, I had a few songs here and there that we, that we wrote. But it was a great experience. Al's easy company, and when you put us in a room together, we rarely run out of things to talk about, and that kind of leads to songs. And we're kind of uninhibited around each other, and I think that's part of the secret to it. Yeah. All right. Again, Night Surfer, the new one coming out from Chuck Prophet. And if you're ready to continue with some music, that'd be wonderful. Okay, this one's called Tell Me Anything, Turn to Gold. And we've never actually played this, but we did rehearse it a little bit here a few moments ago. You guys cool? All right. Vicente, you going to count it off?
Yep.
All right.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
There's a fountain you'll never see. It rises up inside of me. Anyone can toss a coin, anyone can take a chance. And there's a crystal that bends the light, breaks the chain of an endless night. Now they'll tell you that it's all in vain. Brother, it's not in vain. Oh, so sing! Broken melody, bring your troubles home to me. Anything, now you can tell me anything at all. There's a blood stain on my shirt, a white sombrero in the dirt. Well, he thought he knew what it was all about. He didn't know. There's a dog who had no bark. It showed its teeth, then it bared its heart. Now you see the way that dog, he answers to me when I call. Come on, sing a broken melody. Bring your troubles home to me. Anything, now you can tell me anything at all. There's a girl who brings me tea every day at 3:30. And sometimes she'll hang around, other times she won't. And there's a story that's often told about a man who turns to gold. Listen, I've heard that story too. People love to talk. Come on, sing broken melody. Bring the troubles home to me. Anything, you can tell me anything at all. Come on, sing a broken melody. Bring your troubles home to me. Anything, you can tell me anything at all. Anything at all, anything at all.
Live music from Chuck Prophet here on KEXP. That's another new one.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, thank you.
It's a good album.
All right.
We're 3 for 3 so far.
Yeah.
I think you got one more for us.
Sure. I left the fourth one blank on the sheet. Do you think we could play Always a Friend? Speaking of Alejandro. It's a song about friendship. You ready, Steffi? Do a little better on the tone. Let me see here. One detail. A friend to you? Wasn't I always a friend to you? Do you want to be my friend? Do you want to be my friend? Every once in a while, honey, let yourself go. Every once in a while, honey, let your love show. Nobody gets hurt. Nobody gets hurt. Well, we came here as one, two, we lay down as one. I don't care if I'm not your only one. We're go with me if I do you wrong. Smoke my smoke, drink my wine, bury my snakeskin boots somewhere I'll never find. Still be your lover, baby. Wasn't I always a friend to you? Wasn't I always a friend to you? Do you want to be my friend? Do you want to be my friend? Every once in a while, honey, let yourself go. Every once in a while, honey, let your love show. Nobody gets hurt. Nobody gets hurt. Listen, I could be an astronaut on the wrong side of the moon, or wrapped up like a baby on a bus home to you. Wherever I go, you go with me. If I do you wrong, take the master suite, I'll take the floor. You get your rest, I'll catch up on mine. Still be your lover, baby. Let me dig myself here a little bit. Wasn't I always a friend to you? Wasn't I always a friend? Hey! Once in a while, honey, let yourself go. Every once in a while, honey, let your love show. Come on now. Oh, 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 oh. It's only love, baby. Nobody gonna get hurt. Hey. Wasn't I always a friend? Wasn't I always a friend to you? Wasn't I always a friend? Wasn't I always a friend?
Live music here at KEXP. Chuck Prophet. It's always wonderful when you and the band are here in our studios, so thanks again.
Thanks. It's always a treat to come by. We always look forward to it, and always thanks for having us.
All right, so the band will be playing tonight at the Treehouse Cafe on Bainbridge Island, and then tomorrow evening back here in Seattle, down in Georgetown at the Slim's Last Chance, along with Red Jacket Mine. The new album, once again, Night Surfer, coming out September 23rd on Yup Rock. We'll let you head outside and get some fresh air down at the ferry dock.
Exactly.
All right. I want to say thank you to our engineer, Kevin. It's 90.3 KEXP, Seattle.
Discover new music at listener-powered KEXP.org.